Bangladesh is burning. India's neighboring country Bangladesh is standing at a very sensitive crossroads. The political and social instability that you are seeing in Bangladesh right now is not just Bangladesh's problem. Its impact can be seen on India's security, stability, and even India's internal politics. The 2024 protests, the power vacuum that followed, rising radicalism, and the presence of Pakistan's intelligence agency. What could be the regional consequences of all this? Let us discuss. As we know, under Bangladesh's former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, India-Bangladesh relations remained quite stable. From 2009 to 2024, the Hasina government in Bangladesh was seen as pro-India. Hasina closely cooperated with India on security matters. She cracked down on anti-India insurgent groups operating in Bangladesh. Anti-India elements were arrested. Anti-India networks were dismantled. Under Hasina, intelligence sharing between India and Bangladesh improved. The result of all this was secure borders, strong trade ties, and a decline in insurgency. But then, a turning point came in 2024. So-called student-led protests were seen in Bangladesh. After this, Sheikh Hasina's government collapsed and she had to flee to India to save her life. After Sheikh Hasina's exit, Bangladesh's political landscape began to change completely. The Muhammad Yunus-led interim government took charge of Bangladesh. Promises were made to restore democracy, stabilize the country, and hold elections in Bangladesh soon. But the reality turned out to be very different. Elections kept getting postponed. Democratic erosion continued in Bangladesh and instability still persists. Anti-India sentiment is rising in Bangladesh. Because of India's support to Sheikh Hasina, the anger of the Bangladeshi people is no longer limited to Sheikh Hasina and her party. Their anger also erupts against India. India is being seen as an enabler of the Hasina regime. Narratives are promoted that India is an external power interfering in Bangladesh's internal matters. This sentiment spread online. Then slowly it spread to the streets. Anti-India protests began in Bangladesh. The Yunus-led interim government in Bangladesh continued to ignore India's concerns. Yunus has ensured that Sheikh Hasina's party, the Awami League, is not able to return. The election date in Bangladesh has been set for 12 February 2026, but under no circumstances are these elections going to be free and fair. They are not going to be inclusive. This is because former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's party, the Awami League, has been banned. This raises very serious questions about the credibility and legitimacy of the elections. Before the electoral process could gain momentum, violence returned to Bangladesh once again. On 12 December 2025, a shocking incident took place that reignited violence in Bangladesh. A 32-year-old person, Sharif Usman Hadi, who was the spokesperson of the anti-Hasina platform Inqilab Manch, was shot in the head in Bangladesh's capital, Dhaka. Unknown individuals publicly eliminated him. In protest, people came out onto the streets. Bangladeshi police claimed that these unknown individuals crossed the border and fled to India. These are only claims. No evidence has been presented. But when the environment is tense, perception matters more than facts. And an anti-India perception already exists in Bangladesh. And this perception has been encouraged by the Yunus regime. As a result of this, the Justice for the Hadi movement turned into an anti-India campaign. Protesters began targeting Indian diplomatic missions. Protests were seen outside India's High Commission in Dhaka. India was forced to temporarily shut down its visa center in Dhaka. Major media houses in Bangladesh, such as the Daily Star and the Protham Elo, were also attacked by mobs. This is because people believe that these are pro-India outlets. They are seen as pro-Hasina outlets. In other words, anything that is perceived as being connected to India is being targeted. The Yunus administration is struggling to maintain law and order inside Bangladesh. It has failed to stop radicals within the country. Right-wing Islamist groups in Bangladesh, such as Jamaat-e-Islami, are steadily gaining influence. They have won student elections in many universities. The kind of atmosphere that has now been created in Bangladesh is enabling attacks on Indian interests. Obviously, India is raising concerns against this, but the Yunus administration is ignoring them. India-Bangladesh relations are currently very strained. Some people even believe that the violence being seen in Bangladesh right now is happening as a part of a plan. They believe it is being done to disrupt or delay the upcoming elections. The objective is to ensure that elections do not take place in February 2026 and that Mohammad Yunus' interim government remains in power. For India, this will create diplomatic and security challenges because India shares a very long and porous border with Bangladesh. Instability can spill over very easily here. So this is a very concerning development. In April-May 2026, elections are scheduled to be held in India's state of West Bengal. As we can see on the map, West Bengal shares a border with Bangladesh. Therefore, rising instability and anti-India sentiment in Bangladesh will not only create border security challenges for India, but the communal narratives and anti-India rhetoric that are being seen there can also impact India's domestic politics. Their effect may be seen in the elections to be held in West Bengal. Another very major concern is the safety of minorities inside Bangladesh. Amid the chaos currently unfolding in Bangladesh, disturbing reports are emerging. Incidents of violence against Hindus are coming to light in Bangladesh. Recently, a Hindu man named Deepu Chandra Das was lynched in Bangladesh. A very brutal video of this incident has surfaced and has gone viral on social media. Many Indians are currently expressing concern over the safety of minorities in Bangladesh. Pakistan's ISI is exploiting Bangladesh's instability. It is trying to open an eastern front against India. Attempts are being made to reactivate dormant sleeper cells inside Bangladesh. This poses a major security threat to India's northeastern region. Pakistan wants to use Bangladesh as a launch pad to destabilize India. According to reports from Indian intelligence agencies, infiltration routes from Bangladesh into India are being reactivated. Transit routes are being rebuilt. Logistical hubs are being restored. At the same time, when people linked to the Delhi blasts were being arrested in India, when India was dismantling terror networks after the Delhi blasts, at that very time, a very large madrasa near Dhaka was suddenly shut down. This cannot be a mere coincidence. It appears to be a desperate attempt to erase evidence. After Sheikh Hasina's exit, Bangladesh is once again being prepared as a base. A base where northeastern insurgents and Pakistani proxy groups will be given shelter. In a way, history appears to be repeating itself. Because before Sheikh Hasina, during the BNP Jamaat governments, the same thing used to happen. Now, after Sheikh Hasina's fall, this is once again being seen under the Yunus government. Reports are emerging of ISI-linked training camps inside Bangladesh. People are being recruited and radicalized. Groups such as Ansarullah Bangla Team and Hizb-ut-Tahrir are gaining ground inside Bangladesh. Narco-terror links are also coming to light. In October 2025, a Pakistani narcotics shipment was seized at Bangladesh Chittagong port. The chaos and instability prevailing in Bangladesh are creating fertile ground for organized crime in the country. In recent times, you may have noticed that engagement between Pakistan and Bangladesh is increasing. High-level visits have been seen. Visa rules are being relaxed. Several reports have surfaced that an ISI cell in Dhaka is operating from the Pakistani High Commission. A Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist has openly claimed that its operatives are active in Bangladesh. The drift of Bangladesh toward Pakistan will prove quite challenging for India. On one hand, Yunus spoke about a transition to democracy. On the other hand, nothing is visible in Bangladesh except instability. Radicals are exploiting this chaos. Anti-India narratives are being pushed. The ISI is stepping in. A return of terror-safe havens is being seen in Bangladesh. Uncertainty in the region is steadily increasing. Bangladesh's crisis can no longer be called internal. It is becoming regional. Whatever is happening now and whatever happens in February 2026 will impact India-Bangladesh relations. It will impact regional security. It will shape the balance of power in South Asia. Let us hope that stability returns to Bangladesh as soon as possible, that democracy is restored. Certainly, the emerging axis between Bangladesh and Pakistan is a major security threat for India.